Too cute.
Yo, what day is it, dough? It's a Tuesday. That's right, it's a Tuesday, y'all. And we had stream with Zakayla yesterday, celebrating a birthday, and then just had a Lego stream with I'm Bored Toys, and now special guest to do, Tuesday for Crochet Mizadi joining us today. So I hope y'all are enjoying yourselves. I hope you've had good weeks. Nothing worse than having a crummy week, am I right? And Stitch and Virago, I see you. You've had VIP for some time, girl. For some time. I love you. Well, it's good to see you just the same. Welcome in. Days fighting with all the yarn barf and staying in the shade. Keep cool, friend. But all that yarn barf. All that yarn barf. Yes, thank you. Exclamation Zaddy. Throw him a follow. We're going to talk and meet him in all the introductions. Kit Mage Nerve of Zach's not telling me. I know, right? Birthday stream hype. Crochet Bizat, hello. I know I see you in chat. Kitten Mage, yo, Black Sheep meet with a resub. A baby with that. Oh my god.
A baby with the daddy pics. Let's go! Exclamation mark backslash.
So is it Black Stitch meet Black Sheep Stitch, Pix Sheep meet Pix, Black Pix meet? What is it? What's the baby's name? And thank you for the resub. 9 months. Oh my gosh. There's a baby with a sheep. Oh lord. Twitch ain't ready, honey. Twitch ain't ready. You don't want more, but you got more kids now. Stitch and Virago, I love you too. Miss my Twitch. Oh, I know. Summer's been busy. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed your summer because it's like first day of fall is Thursday, the 22nd. Hello, Carly Night Art. Thank you for the resub. 3 months. Loads. Thank you for the resub. I don't know. I have to think about it. Yes, think about it. Let me know. Let me know. Elsabeth, I see you. Knitting Nurse, hello. Welcome in. Misfit Molly is in here. Kitten Mage, I see you. Carly Night Art as well. Thank you for that. Misfit, OMG Valkyrie, and everyone. Bree, I saw you in there. Hello, hello. And a new follower, Penguins, and our Penguin and Fish. Thank you for that follow. I saw you. Okay. Y'all, let's just quickly do announcements because, well, today is this. We're doing some Crochet Mizadi, and of course, the Google Chrome link is just broke. Where is it? Let me do this again. We doing it live, y'all. Where did Chrome go? Do you see Chrome? There it is. I'm bad. I had it set up and it broke. There, we're doing that. That's our guest today. Exclamation Zaddy. Thursday is Holiday Cross Stitch Ornaments. We will play Stream Raiders in the background, but first, if y'all would, please join me. We're gonna jump over and we're gonna talk into a little. Gonna do a little introduction here, but if you would please join me for the special guest. Let's shut up and get over there. Crochet Mizadi. Hi. Oh
Hi,
my.
Creed.
Hi. Is it a Zaddy?
Hello, Daddy.
I know.
Daddy to Zaddy.
That's terrible.
I just realized right before I came on that we both have like the backwards white cap thing going on. As like
We
a bit of a
do.
gimmick.
This wasn't even thinking about this. Wait, you've got a bonnet. I've got a Charmander hat.
Oh yeah, my little bonnet, which
Kana's
luckily won't be
bonnet.
coming out this stream.
I love it. Kana's
Keep the
bonnet.
bonnet away.
Keep it there. Keep it there. I love it. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. It's happy Wednesday morning. It's 8 o'clock in the morning there.
I know. I'm well aware.
Why?
But I have, for everyone watching, I'm taking some pre-workout just to keep myself really amped up, ready to go.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Crochet Mizadi or Zach throws all the way from New Zealand. New Zealand. It is 8 in the morning there. It is 6 o'clock Eastern here the day before.
Actually, I'm in Australia now.
You're in
but
Australia. He's from New Zealand. He's in Australia, so the time zone's less now because New Zealand's ahead.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
think that
later.
would be 10 a.m. I wish I was. That would be my normal kind of starting. Where are my words at? It's gonna give me a moment. I'm still rebooting.
I'm here for it. Words are hard. Words are hard on
Yeah.
Twitch. Lisa
They are.
Lovely, welcome in. Appreciate you. First time, woot woot. Welcome in. Dace the Travelers, yeah. So let's talk. Before Twitch and before your TikTok famous rock star and all of that, you know, Instagram, like, holy cow, who doesn't follow you? Let's go back. I want to introduce you to, you know, people to the who were you before Twitch days? Like, when did you get into crafting, or even further, were you a creative kid or in school?
I don't even know if I was like a creative kid. Like,
No?
I think, I mean, you always grow up and you're always like, you're doing those like school activities and you're like, what are your attributes? And I always put down like creative, but I was like never practicing anything creative, you know? But I was doing like heaps of cross stitch, funnily enough, with my mum when I was little. And then it was, yeah. I remember I had this like fun little lighthouse I made a little kitty cat.
The things you learn.
Yeah. And then it was only like 2018, which if anyone follows me on TikTok, they've probably heard this story a million times because people always ask. But
We want to hear it in case they didn't.
Back in 2018, I was in my workplace, and there was a group there called the Stitch and Bitch Club.
The Stitch and Bitch Club? I love it.
Yeah. And so I was just like, this is like corporate-y office type people, and I was walking back and I saw them all like doing something with like yarn,
Right.
And I was like, "Are you all knitting?" And then they were like, "No, we're crocheting," and I was like, "Ah." And then I asked them, "Can you teach me how to do something?"
Amazing.
And they were like, "Yeah, absolutely." So then instead of going back to my desk, I sat down with them, naturally, and then they gave me a crochet hook and some orange yarn and taught me how to do like a little chain, and then how to make like a granny square. And so I went back to my desk and I was sitting there ignoring my work some more and just making a granny square. And then from there I just kept going. There was actually a guy who was at that same little desk area, and he's like, "Isn't that for women?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Shut up."
The stigma.
And so then, yeah, and then out of spite, I got really, really into it.
Oh my gosh.
And then it was, only over probably at the start of the old panini, the pandemic, was when my partner at the time, he made like an Instagram for food, and I was like, oh, I want to make a hobby Instagram, and I knew I was like kind of dabbling in crochet,
Right.
And so then I made one which I thought would be funny to call Crochet Me Zaddy.
Well, that was my next question. Welcome in, Kai. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Let's talk about the name, because this is the segue for me. Is like Crochet Mizadi, but in correct me if I'm wrong, Australians and maybe New Zealanders have a way of calling each other by nicknames. Like it's not like Zach, it's Zaddy, and it's not this. It's they add letters and things. Do you see that a lot or?
Yeah, well, definitely in Australia. Like, I mean, people probably just call me like Zacko.
Zacko, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Zaddy was, I mean, Zaddy. Everyone knows. Hopefully, everyone knows what a Zaddy is. kind of like Daddy, but not Daddy. And if you look up Urban Dictionary, it's like a younger Daddy.
Is
Did
he
you
the
know
younger
that?
daddy? Okay. No, I did know that. I was just playing it up.
And so then, wait, what was the question again?
No, it was the name, like the name Zaddy and where it comes from,
yeah.
and like the full Crochet Me Zaddy and all that. Like your story.
Yeah. And so then my friends are just calling me Zaddy because like my name is Zach, and I always had like another Zach near me, which was like I was Zach D and they were Zach W.
Are you Zach with a CK or just a C? How do you?
ZAC.
Just as ZAC.
Well,
Okay.
Zach D. And then after a while, they just kept calling me Zaddy. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make that like my online name, and then
I'm gonna take it and own it.
Yeah, and then I was like trying to figure out. I was like, well, if people are gonna like tag me in posts and things, I should put crochet at the start of the title, because when there's stuff, I'm trying to think of someone else.
There's a lot of Zaddies. Are there? Maybe like is that a thing you had to show that you're the crochet one and not the other Zaddies?
Yeah,
or
exactly. I wanted it because you know when there's like a competition or like a giveaway and people like have to tag as many friends as they can or whatever. I'm literally running one
You're
of these.
running one right now, y'all! Exclamation Zaddy! Enter his contest, and thank you for the host, Ash. I appreciate you. Welcome in.
So whenever people are doing those like giveaways on Instagram, they have to go at something. And so when I know when people like if it's myself, I would run out of like ideas and I would go at crochet and see what pops up.
What else is out there? You're searching for a name. I need an identity.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I have to put crochet at the start. I want to fit Zaddy in there. And so it was a toss up between like crochet Zaddy or crochet me Zaddy, which was meant to be a play on words.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to say on this channel.
What other C words? It's 18 plus. You can speak freely open.
It's meant to be a play on words of choke me daddy.
Choke me daddy. There we go.
I was like, oh, this is funny. I'll put it on there and then just like see what happens. And obviously it kind of worked.
Clearly, I'm sold. Hello, choke me daddy, crochet me Zad. I like it. Okay. Yo. I also saw Valkyrie saying a Kiwi, so we couldn't do the Aussie. No, this is a whole... New Zealand is a separate place.
Yeah. People calling New Zealand Australia's sixth state. Like,
oh, really? Terrible.
Who told you that?
Aussie friends definitely do that, right? They add the name. Def do that. Ash, one up crochets in the chat with us right now. Just hosted.
I am big fan.
Yes, big fan. He may have worked on some of your things, maybe.
I've made almost 4 things from Ash's pattern.
4? Yeah.
Yeah, like my... Oh, I should bring it down.
Oh, we're doing
like
show and tell of it.
My most like prized position is this little
this is the Pride rainbow. Look at the colors instead.
So this is what this is one of my first ever Twitch creation. I wanted to make my favorite Pokemon. So I got one of Ash's
love it.
patterns, and then we decided that we'd make it like a little bit rainbow because they're like adding like a little bit of like
adding all the pride elements. Add some more gay to everything.
Yeah, why not? I always say that everyone's a little bit gay unless proven otherwise. So prove it, people.
Canada's America's hat. We've also heard that America is Canada's meth lab. We've heard the reverse, but you know. Welcome in, Mass Bandit. How are you? We're good. We have Zach or Zaddy, Crochet Me Zaddy here. Oh, it's echoing with your volume. There you go. No hats, Florida. No, Florida's the meth lab. Sorry. Okay, so you got the name. You're Sassy Zaddy now. How long ago did you start this? Because I feel like you've started a hobby account, but you started on social, right? Before TikTok, you were Instagram.
Yeah. So I started on Instagram and I was just like, I don't know, I was just toying around, like experimenting, getting followers and like how you kind of integrate yourself into a community and things. And so like, it really kind of just started as like a little bit of a social experiment for me. Like,
the best stories.
Like it was more or less that I wanted to beat my boyfriend at the time at getting more followers than him on his hobby account because, you know, why not? And so I started it and it was like everyone was really friendly. Like they were really like supportive of me wanting to get into this and show more of my craft. And it was, I think I created it in like April or March or something, and I only made like a few like amigurumi by that point.
Yeah.
And then it was amigurumi, which I think a lot of people might know of, which is like a competition over May, or not a competition, but like a, I don't know what you call it, a trend thing over May, where every single day there's like a prompt and you post about it.
Oh, right. I've seen that. People have calendars I've seen them do where they follow that kind of thing with the posts.
Yeah.
The post along kind of stuff.
So I literally had 3 or 4 plushies I'd made at that point, and there was a person, a few people might know them, Chrisette Designs.
Yep.
She was like, just do it. And I was like, I literally have nothing to post. Like, I have nothing. And she's like, nah, just do it. And I was like, okay. And so then I challenged myself over that to post as much as I could about crochet or whatever. Like, there was one which was about food, was the prompt. And so then I just had these like little baby squid dolls that I made, and I put them in like my pan of like fried vegetables that I was about to cook, and took a photo. And I was like, "That's food."
Is it edible? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Sure, this works." It was like kind of like that. I was really stretching to reach the prompt, but it was funny, and so I kept going.
I'm so here for that. So you just started on Instagram and you were posting and just creating content. Were you doing reels and videos and things like early days, or?
No. So it must have been like September the following year. I was just doing only Instagram. You can see I'm like, my brain is like reaching into my memory
It's
bank
digging
now.
deep.
Like, now, all my days have blurred into one.
What happened yesterday?
Yeah, oh my God, I cannot tell you. But there was a point, actually, same person, Chrisette Designs, was posting her TikToks onto Instagram. I don't think she's realized how much impact she's had on me.
Apparently.
Yeah. And so then I was like, I'll go check out TikTok. I'll go see what the crocheters are doing.
When was that? When was the TikTok kind of looking into and dabbling? Because, you know, you've got this sequence here. Let's dig deep in that brain.
It's like, I think it must have been like maybe around November, December that year. It was just before like Christmas and stuff.
Okay.
Because I remember I went home, because then that's when I go home, is over Christmas. So I was like, it was just before then, and that's where some of my early videos were.
And you just started.
Yeah, and I just started posting on there.
Do you remember
and,
your
like,
first TikTok?
Yeah, it was what's that? There's that song. It's like, let's get tricky.
Let's get tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, and all I did was like, I remember I did this like little marketing course online, because I don't know, I do these things, and so there's no rime or reason for anything that I do.
You don't have
I
to sell or justify a damn thing.
Yeah, there's no reason I do anything. But I had done that, and so I was like, oh, what I need to do in order to grow the account more is I need to see who's doing something well, and then you literally just copy them, but do it in your own way. Like that was my biggest marketing tip, was to do what the people who are doing well do, but not exactly the same. Don't just copy their work.
Right.
And so I looked up like a bunch of different TikTok crochets and things, and I saw Not Bad, if you recognize that name.
Yeah, I be honest, so I'm new to the
Ooh,
TikTok life.
Can't believe it's been 3 months.
But Albert, thank you for this resub. 3 months. I can't believe it's been 3 months either. Thank you for that. Welcome in. And happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for that. I don't know names on TikTok because, anyway, we'll talk about my story on TikTok, but more about you.
Yeah, and then Not Bad's on Instagram as well, and they now they now run the Ribbler account.
Oh,
and
wow.
I think they run the Ribbler account, or they're heavily involved in Ribbler.
Okay.
If you know what Ribbler is.
I do know Ribbler, yeah.
Yeah. And so I saw them doing, they just like would put like a little bit of music, and then they would have the yarn ball, and they'd like tap it to the screen or something, and suddenly they're there smiling, and there's the doll. And so I was like, okay, I know one thing is you get better engagement when your face is in like your posts and things. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do. I was about to count more things. There's just the one.
Just keep going.
And so I was like, oh, I'll start doing that. And so I did that right away. And my first video got like, it was like 3,000 views or something. And I was like,
wow.
Wow. And so, yeah, I was like getting followers and things from it. And I was like,
Jesus.
ooh, let's play around with this.
Wild.
Yeah. And so then I just kept going. And then I started doing, when I got to about 3,000 followers on there, was when I was like, oh, let's try to do a live. And so I made my friend Lucy sit in my live, as a viewer,
right,
and like create chat with me, just so I could practice. And then that was where you find like the hectic people who come into TikTok lives. Very funny crowd over there. And then it just kept growing and growing, and it's just been forever like that. And now it's kind of like, if you've been on TikTok for a while, you realize like the algorithm changes a lot.
You hear
And so-
people talk about this all the time, and then the counter argument from some is it's not the algorithm's fault, produce better content. Like, I've heard all of these sides of things, and it's just brutal.
That the algorithm, it's definitely the algorithm. Well,
It
like the
is.
trend change. Like they're really pushing for longer videos now, and I'm like, I
I've heard
don't
this.
have the effort to do that.
Especially when the attention spans established are so short.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I can't be bothered trying. I never film myself actually working with content like yarn. I was like, I'm so stuck in my way of like tapping the yarn ball into the screen and music and then smiling.
Now
Or-
you have to show the last 2 hours and 20
yeah,
seconds.
now I actually just film myself just sitting there and being like, and smile a bit. And
Insert filler
smile a
here.
bit. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not
Like really stretch it out.
Yeah, but then like I know that's the content's doing better now. Like, there was for a moment there where you just write big text over a 7-second video, and that would work so well.
Wild.
So I don't know what the best thing to do now is.
I mean, it seems to me that there's always things happening, changing, evolving. They tweak and fine tune at this point, right? What are they trying to do next, and keeping ahead of that, and seeing what others are doing? Because you hear like folks saying, "I did, this TikTok that did really well," and then the same content but in a different light, and it didn't get any attention.
Yeah.
Casa says, Pix is a boomer. I like TikTok better than Insta for yarn craft, says Elsabeth. Happy Kittens, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. You tried to do cross-stitch TikToks, never felt worth it to me. Captain Casa, right? It's its own thing to try to get into.
Yeah. TikToks with Tom.
Yep.
He was the big cross-stitcher.
Does he still do those? Does he still cross-stitch?
He disappeared for a while, but he's just come back. But his whole content was about those like the glasses.
The
that
glass,
he
the
wore.
magnifying. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and he was like turned to the screen and suddenly be wearing those, and that was like the comedy of it all. But I
Yeah.
don't think he really ever showed what he made.
I know I saw his pieces in some of them, but like I that's whatever I caught of them, because usually I'll see TikToks on Instagram video reels, and they go that way. So I'll get like the people who pick those moments. That's where I first saw him. Then he came to Twitch at a point. And then I don't know if he still streams. I haven't seen him in a bit, but maybe he's back.
Well, he's back on TikTok. I don't know about Twitch. But...
right? Yeah, because he was crafting and then he gamed for a bit. But anyway, Shay, welcome in. So much effort for a short video. Ain't got time. I know, right? Casa and Kai, enjoy your lurk. Welcome in as well.
Yeah.
All right. So you're on the TikToks. By the way,
Yes.
if you all don't follow Zaddy, I have to confess, he is funny. He's actually funny, and I'm not saying that because he's beside me and is a friend, but he is hilarious. His streams on his lives are proof. So if you do not follow !Zaddy, throw follows on all his socials and links. Go to Instagrams. He has a hell of a following, like insane. I don't care. It's whatever. You've grown on Twitch now. By the way, let's talk about this segue. He's grown his Instagram. He's grown his TikTok. How long have you been on Twitch? Not even a year? Almost a year?
I'm just somewhere around a year. I can't remember my first Twitch stream day. It was it's deep in those memories.
This
that
is
I can't
digging, but not as deep, but kind of still feels that way.
Yeah, I was like, it feels like yesterday.
I know.
Yeah.
So what
No,
made
I
you
always-
take the leap? Like, where? Let's talk about that at least. Like, where did that leap decide? Because TikTok, Twitch are very different, but also streaming platform of Twitch was much before TikTok.
Yeah, it was kind of like because I started doing those TikTok lives and I was getting good traction on those.
Right.
I was like, I really like doing these lives, and I was like figuring out different ways to like monetize whatever I'm doing. Because like for me, half of it is like I love making the crafts and things, but I also love experimenting with like the social media marketing kind
Well,
of.
you said
side of
business
things.
marketing and things like there's a point to making something of it as well, right?
Yeah, it's its own ball game.
Mhm.
Like, which I'm very much entertained by. Like everything online is so entertaining. Like, I literally found a message. I was deep in my message requests yesterday, and there was someone who. Wait, I took a screenshot of it. From some
Okay.
account, Amber. Hi Zeddy, you're hot. Have a good day.
What? That's
I
it?
don't know. That's the entire message. I was like, okay.
I mean, they're not
Thank
wrong,
you.
but you don't. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I was like, oh, lovely.
thank you! Exclamation handsome, like, you know. But it's, I mean, getting even so you're as a face in the public on stream, you're getting hit on too. Right?
Oh,
Like
all the time, all the time. That's why, like, when you enter my stream, I literally tell people to call me handsome and talented. You do a little exclamation mark, handsome, and then my own voice appears over my stream, and it's like, you're so handsome and talented.
you're so handsome and talented.
Like, thank you. Thanks.
It's a compliment.
I mean, that's become its own joke in itself.
I
is
know,
that,
it's a
like,
meme at that point, right?
Yeah, like people have been following me for a while. Will literally enter any stream that I'm on and just say, "You're so handsome and talented." I'm just like, thanks.
So, you know, if you know, you know.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why, but that was like, it was just because not everyone, but like people were always saying it.
Mhm.
Like they were into my streams, and that's the first thing they say to me, and I'm like, thank you. Like, still don't know how to react to it, but
Oh my
thanks.
gosh.
I'll just own it, become a brand.
And well, Slippy Dude says we call Pix handsome and he folds in on himself because I don't take compliments. Like it's tough for me. I'm thankful, but it makes me 50 shades of blushing pink. Like I can't. It's tough.
Do you do the full human suit malfunction?
You know, like
Like,
I'm like I get
it's
embarrassed, but like not like I'm not thankful. But it's also like I'm shy with that because I don't look at myself like that. I appreciate it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I decided to just take it and run with it.
Just go with it. It's like that's what I've been doing. Is just like
Tell
thank
people-
you.
Tell people your own compliments before they can tell you.
Yeah, I do. I say no you and like the reverso thing, like pulling that Uno card out of your back pocket. That's what I do. I
They
honestly.
say hunky chan.
Yeah, like that was another meme. Like it started with Yunky Charn because I misspoke, and then it became Hunky Charn, and I'm just like, stop it. There's a clip if Shay's here. Right, Slippy? Yeah, see, Ash knows.
It's the backwards white cap, I tell you.
Yeah, it is. It is. Just like switch.
It's the key.
Yeah, it's off.
But,
It's on cooldown, Elsa. Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, so I was doing all like the TikTok lives,
Mhm.
and then I jumped over to Twitch because I was like, well, I want to monetize what I do best, and what I think is best, but is like, what I think I do best is when I'm live.
And the
And
funny
it's
thing
been, like,
is, you'd assume crafting, but your first stream wasn't crafting.
No, it was gaming.
It was a gaming stream.
It was the day. That's it. It was the day that Pokemon Unite came out.
There you go. No, you're the bomb.
And I was like, you know what? This is gonna be something I'll start streaming. I'll bring games into whatever I'm doing.
Might as
online.
well.
Which a lot of people on TikTok do not care for me gaming. I like barely get anyone in my gaming streams.
You've built an audience of crafting, crocheting, whatever, and then you just choose gaming, and they're like, "What?"
They're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I just want to have fun.
I want to. I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah, I was like, I'm a multifaceted person. Like, I'm not just handsome and talented. I'm a gamer. So I mean, I've brought those back again. But fun fact, you know, when you like log into a game and you have to make like a username, especially like the online ones, and
You
like
see them all.
one person in the world gets the username.
Yeah.
I took the name Zeddy from everyone else in the world. I am the username Zeddy on Pokemon Unite, and I feel like that is one that would be hard to get right away, or like will be taken pretty quickly.
It would be scooped fairly quick, I think.
Yeah,
I think.
and so I got it, and proudest moment of 2021.
You got a badge on that.
I've got a badge on it, so I'm so happy. So now I can actually play it on stream and flaunt that. That's my
and you
username.
still play Pokemon Unite. I caught your stream the other day. You were playing. I was lurking.
Yeah,
I forget
it's
which.
a hilarious game. Was that the stream where everything went wrong?
Everything went wrong. Yeah.
And I had to I was pretty much being like a voice announcer.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
own black screen because I couldn't log out because it's a live game.
I remember that. It was
So
hilarious.
I am a pink blob and I am slapping something. I am picking up orbs.
Yeah, you're like the narration in itself is just on point. You know we love you.
Gotta do what
I
you
know.
gotta do.
I know.
Gotta
Are y'all
gotta
going to start a
keep it
backwards
going.
white cap club? No, Valkyrie. I think we already did.
Yeah.
Did. If you want to join it, just.
I was saying that if Crochet Con goes ahead, I'm gonna be there with a bunch of not backwards cats.
There's a woman I have to respond to and reach out to who just rated in, and she's reached out to me, and I know she rated in from you about Craft Con or Crochet Con or something.
Yeah,
I've been so swamped with this weekend and then just this week, so that by the time Thursday hits, I have some time to go on calls and stuff. But they've always joked Craft Con here in Canada. I'm like, y'all don't want here. My excuse before was we were in lockdown, so they couldn't get in Canada. The borders were closed. I'm like,
is it like a craft con, or is that different to Crochet Con?
it's the Crochet Con is like crochet specific. Craft Con was like this every faceted crafts in one event. Because what I understand, it started as a bit of a meme and a joke. The Twitch Awards and all of that didn't really highlight arts or crafts and makers, like we're not a big category, but they certainly picked other types of categories. So people in the community were saying, let's throw a craft con, or a thing is to start off a spin of that, like let's celebrate each other since we're the smallest group. Picks, you're organized, you plan it. Like it just became, you're a project manager in the day and you're planning craft con, and thus began this meme that's not stopped for a year. It just keeps going. But Crochet Con is
the craft con.
they keep pushing it. You'll see them all over. Like they're already starting. I'm already behind.
Which part of Canada are you in?
So I'm in Ontario, in like 45 minutes east of the city, Toronto. I used to live in the city, but we got out of that after the COVID and the pandemic was just too much. It was too much.
I will come over for craft con.
See, now you've got this hello? You've got this one.
Special guest from down under.
Right? Ayo?
I will be there and I'll cosplay as Pix.
Totally. Yo, Mark, welcome in. I have to head off sadly, but I sure will be back. You did awesome earlier, and I'll be sure to come back and hang out. Thank you, Mark. Mark is another folk in Onboard Toy Stream I was talking to earlier. We did Lego boards, so Mark is just swinging in saying hello. And Zaddy, we had a special guest today. They're at CraftCon Canada, when and what? I know, Albert, right? Canada, CraftCon, see, there we go. CraftCon, when, everyone's just, that's the meme. It just never stops. They do consider makers and crafting an actual category for the Twitch Awards. You know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to bitch, but we thought about it, right? How do we celebrate the arts and the makers? And Mawa, welcome in all the way from Italy. Happy Tuesday to you. Actually, not yet. I guess it is. Shay, we got a craft bus. We're going to head up. Yes, I know. Better than a hooker con? That's what it is. Crochet con is hooker con.
So you got Daddy and Daddy.
Yes, there you go. God damn it.
What are you on about? I'll be there. Grinder on.
Yeah, grinder on, just searching, the singles, right? Crochet con, here we go. You're handsome and talented enough to cosplay as Pix? Oh my gosh. Just cosplay as each other.
I should have put on a white shirt. I'm wearing a gray
I know,
one.
right? Just a little white.
But I'll swap it out soon.
So after, let's talk now. His first stream was a gaming stream. Then he decides he's going to listen to his people saying, we don't really care for gamer Zaddy. We want crochet Zaddy. So he does a crafting stream and a live on TikTok. He was at the same time on one because he was not even affiliate. He was just joining Twitch. And that's the first night I met Zaddy. Was that time last year? Was your first crafting stream?
You came in and you sent me a little donation, my first donation and my only ever donation. So your name has been sitting there on my stream for an entire year. Down the bottom.
So imagine he's Corn, thank you for the resub. Yo, and lurk, mobile lurking tonight, 4 months. Thank you for the resub.
Mobile lurking tonight.
Enjoy your mobile lurking. And I see with no audio. Hope closed captions are doing okay. Zaddy was like, that's really slaughtering my words with my accent.
Me, I think.
Every single one of them you choose will always slaughter words.
Even the word Zaddy.
Right? Zaddy? Let me see if it gets it. Zaddy.
think it's been Zadie before.
It's picking up. Oh, I got mine. You have to really put the Z sound.
Oh, what the heck? Mine said ZD. Or
ZD?
ZD.
Maybe it's.
Do you say? Wait, what did they say in Canada? Like Z or Z?
I say Z.
Ooh.
Yeah, Z in Canada, and it's Z in Americas. The Americas. Out of Urban Stream Raiders. Oh, geez, I was only doing it in the background. Y'all got a little time here. So anyway, I jump into his stream, and I throw a donation because I'm like, you know, he's new. Let's he doesn't have affiliate. Let's just send him a tip because I noticed he had his Streamlabs on. I knew right away which bot he was because he had the same as me. So I went to my tip page, but I changed it to his username. I was sneaky. His donation page showed up. I threw him like a dono. All the alerts are going off. Oh, my first donation, or my first this, or my first whatever, right? It was exciting.
I'm still excited.
He still never knew what that donation link was for an entire year. I was the only one who took mine and switched it.
I think you messaged me with the new link. I don't even know if I put it.
I gave it to you modded me. I can add it.
I'm so bad at correcting my own stream.
So my name in his alerts box is new follower, new subscriber, donation, biddies. My name has been on the donation slot for this whole year almost on Twitch because no one else knew what the link was until I've started to say, oh, here it is. I just reverse engineered mine.
And I haven't still.
Yeah.
I just don't want to change it.
I thought it was funny because it was just like, I don't know what to do. I just gave the link in the dono because he didn't have affiliate to get bits, subscriptions, whatever. So that was how I first met Zaddy in a sort of a path of him into how I met him. And then here you are. You've now been doing a variety of things on Twitch. Talk to them about it. You've been doing crochet. What games have you been playing? Still Pokemon United.
We did like a full-on. If you know what the Nuzlocke challenge is on Pokemon, like the normal Pokemon
There's certain
games.
rule sets to follow for Nuzlocke, right?
Yeah. Essentially, people know the Pokemon games. You go into like whatever your area you go into, and you're walking.
Like if one dies, then they're dead for good.
Yeah, they're dead for good. And
Yeah.
You can only catch the first Pokemon you find in each area. And then you also get your subscribers to nickname your Pokemon, and then they find like a bond with that Pokemon.
Wow.
And so it's pretty funny when you accidentally kill them.
Well, that goes all the work right now. Is there a way to track that? Do they have a tool that tracks what you've done in the progress?
Wait, what do you mean on the
like
game?
in the Nuzlocke challenge, or you just have to be honest and follow the rules?
You just have to be honest and follow the rules.
Okay, so there's no like tool that says you screwed up and we know what you did. You just follow it. Okay.
No.
So how did that go? The Nuzlocke challenge.
Oh, you're supposed to like release the Pokemon when they die, but I just had like the little like deposit box system, and I called one Heaven and one wouldn't let me use the word Hell in Pokemon, so I had to call it Heck.
What?
Which was I didn't know they could ban that word, but anyway.
What?
I know. I was like, okay, and so if it was a Pokemon that I liked and it died, I'd put it in Heaven, and then if it was one I didn't like, it would be Heck. And so there's like people like Drew from Drewby Zoo, and I hated his little Pichu, and it died, and I was like, I'm putting this in Heck, and he's like sitting there in the chat being like, what are you doing to me?
Oh my gosh.
Like, first you kill them, and then you rub it in their face, and you're like, get out.
apparently Ash says one up Ash, one up Crochet says I've yet to try a Nuzlocke challenge. What advice would you give? Like what is your experience with them? Tell everyone about it.
I was not very good at it, but we did finish it. We finished the game.
You did do it. Wow.
Proud moment. I've tried to play them before multiple times, and I've died every time. But this is the first one I got to the end, and I think it's because I had a friend. I had a friend in the chat who knew the game so well that he would literally give us advice live.
Oh.
So that's not probably the most helpful advice, but
right?
Here we are.
Here you are, though. And Amish welcome in 2 collabs one day. You're not wrong. Amish is another brick builder here on Twitch, does a lot of Lego stuff. Incredible person, did a lot of charity work. How are you, Ace? We got our guest, Crochet Me Zaddy, another maker here on Twitch from New Zealand but living in Australia now. But then sometimes then they kick him out and he goes to New Zealand, and now he's back at it's just It's the relationship he has there.
Yeah. Yeah. Scuba traveling in between.
Oh, Valkyrie, thank you. You're a sweetheart. I started doing streams by just pulling people in. I don't sell anything. I'm glad you're doing good. Hey, still welcome in. It's good to see you, and happy Tuesday, my dude. Demon Rose, welcome in as well. Happy Tuesday. So you've been doing the Nuzlocke challenge. You've been playing Pokemon. Let me ask you the next question. Which Pokemon are you going to choose coming out? Are you going to go for which one of the new Pokemons coming out? Have you chosen? You're doing
I'm
Scarlet? You're doing Scarlet,
yeah,
okay.
a lot of my friends just said Violet, and I was like, I don't know why I went the other way, but I'm a Scarlet
You're
boy.
Scarlet, not Violet, okay.
Yeah, I just like the prehistoric vibes.
I mean, look at the options they have coming out. It's just wild. I love what they're doing.
I haven't looked too far into the two games and what like the version.
There are so many spoilers right now.
Like, there are a lot. Yeah,
it's so bad. It's bad.
I've only been watching the official trailer.
You need to keep away if you don't want to spoil it, because there's a lot right now. It's hard to avoid. So if you've avoided it, good on you. Like,
yeah, no, I've over the many years of Pokemon, I've been able to just turn a blind eye to any Pokemon news now. You
just want to enjoy it for what it is, right? And discover yourself. I like that.
Yeah, I used to be right into all the spoilers and understand everything that was going into the game.
Every stat, every leak, every data point.
Now I've just split it up to only the Pokemon Company to let me know what they want me to know. And then I will find out as they get in there.
Leave it to them to tell you, right? Enjoy your Lord Wicked Opal. Enjoy it. And Valkyrie says, Professor Daddy, Professor Mommy, thank you, Nintendo. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm here for the prehistoric Professor Mommy.
Okay.
Mommy.
So what's on the plate now? What is it you're working on now? Is there anything special you have coming up planned, or are you just kind of still juggling all of it?
I am both answers yes.
Because you're pattern testing, you're all over the place. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I did the mistake of when like a few people came to me asking if I could pattern test for them. I was like, yeah, absolutely. Why not? I've got free time. yeah, just give me a project, I'll do it. So I ended up having 3 pattern tests, all need to be done by the 23rd.
When did you agree to these? How long did you have?
They only gave me all of them gave me just over a week.
A week?
Like I thought the normal rule for pattern testing was at least 2 weeks each project.
Oh, they cut that in half, son.
Yeah, I don't know, and for some reason in my brain, because it was the 11th or the 12th. I'm looking at the calendar now. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. I've got 2 weeks.
I can do this.
Let alone I'm also releasing my own pattern at the time, so I'm doing my own pattern testing in the background, and I'm like, what am I doing? Why did I agree to all of this?
Wow.
Like, one of them messaged me yesterday or the day before, and they're like, hey, have you got any notes yet? I'm like, I just started.
I got a pile of yarn.
Yeah, I've got a pile. Literally, this is their project.
This is it.
Right now, it's just a circle.
That's my note. In progress.
Yeah, I was like, my note is it makes a circle.
It makes a circle.
Do you want more? So we're getting there. I can confirm your pattern has got me this far.
It's on its way to more than a circle.
Yeah. But there was this dog that I finished. Oh my god, my power of toys. So there was this dog which I just finished, little Zoe the puppy, little cutie.
Turn it around. Let me see, little bum. Let me see the bum. Look, I knew there was a tail. That's so cute.
Yeah, so we
anyway. That's adorable.
Yeah, so we got little Zoe the puppy.
Zoe.
Zoe, and then people who know, there's another creator, Adele from Crow with the Flow. I'm working on a kookaburra, which is like an Australian bird.
Oh wow.
So we're slowly getting through that one.
Wow.
And then that little yellow one is meant to be, it's called the Tacosaurus Supreme.
Tacosaurus?
It's meant to be So if you can kind of see what I'm doing here, so
What?
I'll bring back the circle. So essentially, what I'm doing is you make a big circle, and then it's gonna like fold in half like a taco.
Okay, okay.
And then you kind of like stitch it together, and you give it like the head and the tail, and out the top here, there's also stitched on like a bunch of different ingredients, like the the lettuce and like the tomato and stuff. But I'm yet to get to that point.
It's literally a taco, and it has that's adorable.
You're supposed to make it with like a blanket yarn, which is really hard to get in Australia and New Zealand. Like I literally don't have gold, and they were like, "Oh, maybe you can make it in smaller yarns." And I was like, "I'm literally making a miniature Tacosaurus Supreme." So yeah, I was like, "I hope you like it."
Albert says that's adorable. I'd love to be a pattern tester, but I can't commit the time to do it. My schedule sucks. You have to, right? Tacos are so good they stay together when you throw them. You're not wrong, Beck. But let's talk about that yarn cost. You're having shipping and costs from others, but how many options do you have locally, whether New Zealand or Australia? Obviously, you've lived in both, but
it's to get this kind of yarn that I use for like the parfait chunky whatever plush yarns. They're so expensive to get into the country. They're so expensive. Like,
regardless, is one more expensive than the other, like New Zealand or Australia?
No, it's roughly the same for both, but like the postage itself is like $60-$70 if you're doing a large order.
You need to make it worth your time. Holy cow.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would always just be Googling like coupons or vouchers so I can like skip the postage part. But even then, each ball of like this kind of yarn is like a good, even if it's $10 plus, they're probably normally around like $13 or $12 each.
Wow.
That's like Australian, so I don't know how that translates over, but it's probably still like $8 to $9 US or something.
Right.
So it's a lot, especially because you want to make it worthwhile. So you need to get like at least like 3 balls of each color.
It's true. You can't just settle for one.
Yeah, but then recently in like the most, I don't have one near me, but you can kind of see up in that top corner that little bag of pink.
Yeah.
In our craft store chain called Spotlight, they have got these like giant bins where they have these like red plasticky bags, and they're just filled with random yarns. But they're like just a bunch, like a few balls in each bag. But like they don't tell you what yarn it is. But because myself and Adele, who also like made the kookaburra pattern, she spotted them. She's like, "This is parfait chunky, like the stuff that's super hard to get."
Nice.
And so she has told me about this. So I went to one of those stores, and there's like about 6 skeins of yarn in there.
Oh my gosh.
And it was only $6 for the entire bag.
Wow.
So naturally, I took every single bag that was in the store and took it all home. The only problem is I didn't get to pick the colors, but there's a lot of good colors in
There's still stuff to work with, right?
Yeah. There you go. 11.62.
There you got that. Yeah. So according to Google, 13 Australian dollars would be about $8.69 in USD or 11.62 in Canadian. Thank you for doing the math, Valkyrie, and that with Google. Appreciate that.
It's a lot.
It is. That's a lot. Elsa, did you use blanket yarn? And yeah, it's heavy, so the weight would make it even more expensive to ship because the blanket yarn is, of course, heavier than like a worsted weight or something, or a DK.
Premier Yarn canceled my order. They put in a giant bulk order, and then they just canceled it, and I was like, with no reason, they just canceled it, and I was like, I had to contact them and be like, "Why is my order canceled?" And they're like, "Oh, you ordered too much for postage. It was gonna cost lots." And I was like, "Well, you can tell me that."
Yep.
Rather than just like this weird message saying your order's gone.
Where did it go? I don't know.
Thank you, Premier Yarns.
Yeah, I'm watching you. I see you.
I'm coming for you. You don't sponsor me at all.
Yeah.
I will take you down. I will pick a fight with you.
Oh my gosh, I can't. There's your next TikTok.
I'm feeling scrappy.
Call
These
them.
yarns
That's your next TikTok. Call them out and tag them.
I will call them out. Yeah, I will tag them.
Just tag them.
I tagged them in my latest post, and then it, like, you know how like shares a message to them, and they responded being like, "Hi, nice doll. If you want us to see more of them, use this hashtag." And I was like, you know what? Get fucked. I was like, leave me alone. You've crossed me too many times.
Get fucked.
Yeah, it's like, Premier Yarns, I am taking you down.
Oh my gosh. Why don't they
Really,
just
you're
sponsor you,
really
Elsa? I know,
doing
right?
that.
The dream sponsors.
Yeah, and then it all started off because I messaged them being like, "Do you have an affiliate program for Australia?" And they're like, "Oh, we're looking into it for next year." It's almost the end of 2022, Premier Yarns.
There's your
Almost
next
the end.
TikTok. There's your next TikTok.
Yeah, it's just gonna be me yelling at the camera.
Just keep raving at them at the camera until they
Yeah.
respond.
Just keep yelling like, "Get fucked, fuck off, screw you."
Yo, Just Julia, welcome in. We're doing good. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Got Crochet Me's out here just talking about things, about lots of things.
Smack.
Just talking smack
Unsponsored.
about Premier Yarns.
Yeah, I'm taking you down with We Are Knitters. I'm taking them down too.
Yo, welcome in, chemist. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Tuesday. So now that you're here doing all of this test stitching, you're creating patterns, by the way, which I thought was super dope. Show all the folks there. Look at this. And by the way, there's a giveaway, y'all. This
is my latest pattern coming out in 2 days' time.
2 days, the pattern
Little
drops.
goat tail, and it's got a cute little tail.
Little bum tail. It's
Look at that.
adorable.
Oh,
I love it.
so I've got like this whole collection of like little pal patterns.
Yeah.
And so it started off with like the little bunny pal, and then we moved on to the little kitty pal because I wanted them all to be like beginner friendly, and so
Totally.
I started in like all these very simple shapes, but I wanted people to like know how to do color changes or which one. There's like the little, oh my god, knocking things down, the little platypus pal, which you start like using like a chain row and stuff.
Yep.
So I just wanted to make them all super like,
Each
you'd
one is
learn
like a
something
different
new.
lesson from the shapes I'm seeing there, like the bunny ears versus the platypus versus the bodies and color changes.
Yeah.
Like each of them, I can see what you've done.
Yeah, the goat one is a bit more of a return to just keeping it simple. I mean, there's still color changes in there and things. But, I guess the newest part is like when you fold a piece over and stitch between.
Yep.
I don't know if you've
Absolutely.
done that.
I've done it. I've done it with arms, especially like arms or things I have to attach. You have to reach under and get those extra stitches in. Oh my god, the
Yeah.
platypus says Lazy Chocobo. Yo, welcome in. Love it. The bunny, oh my god, says Elsa.
Yeah.
Sunday,
And
he
then
came
that's-
over Sunday. Oh, chemist. Ooh. Aaron came over. We'd love to see it. Success. Your mom adored
Yeah,
him.
I made a giant platypus, and then I gave it a hat. And
Look at, I saw this photo. So we use this in the material, right? Because you just finished. This is so cute.
it's a little Perry the platypus.
This is the same platypus, but done with chunky yarn.
yeah.
Hold the two up beside each other to show the size difference. So this is what, worsted and chunky.
So this is like
Or is it DK?
chunky blanket XL, and then this is
Look at
this. Like, this is in West. This is like the one that's even more common in New Zealand and
Okay.
Australia. Aaron, wait, I think it is.
Aaron weight yarn. Yep.
Yeah, which is what we have most of.
Like there's the chunky.
Yeah, this is the chunky. Yeah. So I try to make my patterns like able to be done in all yarn sizes.
Yep.
So whatever people feel like making them with, they can.
But
I mainly
you're
just-
thinking like you see these crochet pals, and by the way, are you looking at ways to do your promoting, your marketing? Are you selling them? Are you what stores can people find you? Like where have you gravitated to? Because you know the Etsy fees, the Ravelry Life, there's the Ko-fi, the Kojis. There's so many. Where do you go, or do you do all?
So one of my number one rules is to not stretch myself too thin. Although
Good
I
man.
feel like with even
Good
though
man.
pattern sales, you don't really have to do anything apart from marketing it out once you've made it.
Yeah.
But like Ravelry, I will not touch again. That is so
Oh.
clunky.
Is there some
is-
tea?
Clunky. The website is just
I
hard
thought
for
you
me
just
to
said
use.
cunty, but you said clunky.
No. No, it is. It's cunty as well. You know what, Ravelry? Fuck you.
Fuck you, get fucked.
I'm just gonna say, by the end of the stream, I'm gonna be like burnt every single relationship I have.
know, right?
Although Ravelry right
the
now where to
witch
find
hunt.
it. Have you seen the website?
I have. Ravelry needs to do an overhaul.
They're probably still using one of those like desktop computers, like the like
everything
old-school
visually
Apple.
and about it feels like 1999 to me, and it's just like we
Like-
really need something better and faster performing.
Yeah, so I just refuse to reuse Ravelry because I get confused of even how to like sell anything on there or even how to get money from there. I don't know. I'm just like, this is too much.
Yeah.
Etsy is pretty user friendly and they're pretty kind.
They have the
to
highest
me.
traffic.
Like,
As much as the fees are a
Yeah.
pain in the ass, some have it for foot
Yeah.
traffic, right?
yeah, so I don't mind Etsy too much. I think I might make my own website soon enough and just like sell them there. Ribbler has been the nicest. They are, although it's a bit weird like uploading your own patterns onto Ribbler
Right.
because you have to put it in through their pattern making system. So you literally have to like copy and paste your entire
So
pattern.
I was talking to Chow Bello, the Rip the Frog that we recently had her finish and done. She's doing a pattern. She's actually considering putting that into Ribbler. I was talking. I was like, how do you want to do this? Like, is it a PDF or whatever? Your notes? Like, she's actually going to try Ribbler out.
Yeah. So Ribbler, it's a bit weird to use at first, but you get used to it. But you can also attach PDFs inside their pattern. So I always, because I prefer the way I write my own patterns on my own
Versus
PDFs.
the predefined template stuff too, right?
Yeah. So I will do their template thing because some people like to go through and check each line off, which is like a handy tool that Ribbler makes people have. But I will always put in the first one as like a little info thing, being like, if you don't want to use the Ribbler, sorry Ribbler, if you don't want to use their template, you can download my PDF pattern here.
Totally.
And then people can just click that attachment.
Yep, and I think that's the best way. Don't ever limit people's options on a platform. Give them options. I use your fancy digital checklist, or I can use the pattern that I like this way. You know, give them that. Nicholas, welcome in. I saw you. Those are all awesome. Sorry, a little behind. We just saw start a website for our community to sell their patterns on. Oh yeah, right, Elsa. Oh, I thought I was lurking. I never sent it. No, Kitten Mage, it's okay. Made for creators by creators. You've just been playing out loud in my living room. BCFC by Crafters for Crafters. God, you've got a logo now. So
yeah,
you've got all of this now. Are you Etsy again? Are you thinking that's the way to go to start, or have you seen a lot of the folks on Ko-fi?
I haven't got into Ko-fi. I mean, I made one.
Yeah,
it kind of sits there. It's like, this is what I mean. There's like so many sites and things.
It's
I
a
can
lot.
use.
It's
the
a
idea
lot.
of like, I always talk about stretching too thin, which is why I'm so happy with just Instagram, TikTok, and now and Twitch. Like if anyone hangs out on my Discord, I'm like kind of there. I'm like half alive on there.
He's in the corner sleeping.
Yeah, you can see myself like really pushing my limits, just trying to be interactive on there, plus all the other places. And then I like decided I was gonna start a YouTube, which is also just like, why would I do that? But here we are. May as well.
Sucker for punishment. Let's go.
Yeah. So the idea of doing more of these sites for things is just like, oh.
When you said choke me, Zaddy, you meant yourself, right? Like you're just.
Yeah. I was literally choking myself.
You're literally choking yourself out on all these things to do. My God.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but Etsy, I'm just kind of using it for now.
Sure.
There will be better options. I think Ribbler's my favorite because they actually seem like they're keen to make it.
Well, it's also new for you to jump on a platform that can only grow from there the more that people adopt it. So that early adopter mentality, in the terms of marketing, getting on soon.
Yeah, and like Ribbler contacted me, and they've contacted friends as well, wanting to work with them and things. So I was like,
oh,
absolutely, yeah. So like my giveaway currently for the little goat pal pattern happening over my Instagram.
Exclamation Zaddy.
Exclamation Zaddy. That is it's like that's in cahoots with Ribbler themselves.
That's so wow. Okay, so by the way. If you don't know, go to if you're on my Instagram, I tagged his contest so that you can go to it. But go to exclamation Zaddy. Don't enter me. I was only trying to spread the word. I'm not entering your contest. I appreciate it, but yeah, I know I can, but I never enter. I always give everyone else a chance to win, and people come at me with a witch hunt. You won something or win something. I'm like, no, I'll gift it back. Like,
Oh, yeah. If you enter, you can gift it to someone else. I don't mind.
I'm just spreading awareness your way because it's good. It's good to see you. And also, I was like, oh shit, he had this set up, and it ends when, the 23rd, I think you said, or a couple days.
Well, the 23rd my time, which is like the 22nd your time.
Got it. So get on it.
You know. So that's happening over there. But yeah, that's in cahoots with Ribbler. They're really pushing to be there for like knitters.
I'm here for that.
Other crafters. I don't know about cross stitch. They might be doing that.
I mean,
But, like,
any
they-
pattern you can write out one way. The thing with cross stitches, there's grids involved and symbols, and it's its own
Yeah.
beast, right? We still have
Yeah.
PDFs though, but typing that stuff out.
You can now add pictures and things.
Okay,
Like
so
to each.
that's what we would need because we support those like charts, like their symbols buried, right? By the way, I got my stitches removed yesterday. Yo, Julie, I'm glad to hear that. Congrats on that after your surgery. Yay, got the stitches out. Love to hear it. Pix can confirm Pix doesn't accept wins. You're right. I won on her stream a keychain, but I didn't buy giveaway tickets. They were gifted to me with channel points from people. I'm at max now, and I'm like, what did I even enter? You won a keychain. I'm like, oh, gift it to someone. Like,
Yeah.
let someone
Hey,
else
boy.
win. I don't know. And now it's a meme. It chases me. There, yeah, right? No, not today, Josh. And it was Taco. You know that. God.